It is not looking good for Keefe D. Make no doubt about it. Keefe D was definitely a gangster in his time. But Keefe D is experiencing one of those moments up in jail like, nah, I don't feel like being in jail today. Nah, don't nobody say nothing to me. Nah, I don't feel like being in jail. Have you ever been in jail when you just woke up on the wrong side of the bed and just like, nah, man, today, man, hey, I'm finna go get me a hamburger. Finna go pull up on my little dame over here, man. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll come back to jail tomorrow. One of those days, Keefe D is experiencing a cold trauma situation.
They're not only ugly on the outside, but they ugly on the inside, too.
Dwayne Keefe D. Davis lashing out at prosecutors during another hearing about releasing him on bail.
You just use something in the boxes. They just use something in the boxes. From 1996.
Those boxes contain a 2006 interview from a gang member who prosecuted.
Keefe D is in jail for the Tupac murder, allegedly, behind him making those statements on podcasts, social media sites, and you know, the book that he you know, and from books. But Keefe D is screaming out, let me out. He do not want to stay in jail, not a day longer. Keefe D is 61 years old, man. The man have done all the gangster stuff any man could possibly do, from selling yay to moving hay, you know. But at the same time, you know, he just want to retire as a professional crip that made it to the end. A lot of people don't make it to the end. But let's see how trials and tribulations come back and bite you in your way when you playing on that blacktop. Let's go.
They're not only ugly on the outside, but they're ugly on the inside.
Dwayne Keefe D. Davis, the man accused of one of the most infamous murders in recent history, spoke out during a court hearing Tuesday, accusing the government of tampering with...
Keefe D. Man, that man ain't going for this no more, man. Let that man up out of jail. That man is tired of waking up to bologna sandwiches in a short carton of milk. That man is tired of not being able to go to the bathroom when he want to go to the bathroom. That man's 60-something years old. He's like, hey, man, my tummy hurt over here. I got a little bowel eruption going on over here, man. Man, they over here playing with me and stuff. Man, I was lying to him. You know, Keefe D. Y'all pray for Keefe D, gang.
Even though he is facing a charge of murder with the use of a deadly weapon and he has pleaded not guilty, he allegedly admitted his involvement in the killing in interviews and has claimed he was one of 4 people in a white Cadillac that pulled up to a BMW that Shakur was in when the gunshots rang out in Las Vegas. Now, Davis allegedly claimed that his nephew, Orlando Anderson, who's now deceased, was the one who actually shot him.
Now, let's talk business, man. Make no doubt about it, Greg Kading had it in for Keefe D. Why? Because they gave Keefe D an immunity deal that was unprecedented at the time. They seen that it was potential evidence that Keefe D could have had some involvement with Notorious B.I.G. murder. But instead, they decided to bypass that because they wanted to focus on the Tupac murder. Yes, make no doubt about it, Keefe D name has been transpiring in Biggie's murder and Tupac's murder. He was one of the most influential people of that decade that had something going on out of Compton in regards of Tupac's and Biggie's murders. Now, when y'all looking at the scoreboard, man, y'all got to look at it like this. Back in the day, you know, you had to really be somebody. You had to really put it down for your neighborhood to even be climbing up the toll pole to be around the elite. You couldn't be no lame, no square, no sucker, no 1 foot in, 1 foot out type of dude. You really had to have a name and got your own bag back in the day. Only reason why people mess with people back then is because you brought your own money to the table. You see what I'm saying? Keefe D was probably one of those top dog dudes, an enforcer, a general over there in his section. Some people might not say he that person now. Okay, he's 61 years old. The man ain't probably been over there in over 20-some years. You see what I'm saying? But you know, the legendary Keefe D, man, he had a name for himself, so we are going to have some respect for his name. But at the same time, homie, this the aftermath of what happened to gangsters when they get old. You see what I'm saying? They want to be treated like a citizen. They want the same equal rights as somebody who's never committed a crime. Let's go.
Convicted criminals are prohibited from profiting off of their crimes. We've seen this before, these kind of son of Sam laws, right? The defense seemed to counter that and say that a TV project or a documentary would be mostly about Davis's life, not just the Tupac Shakur shooting, and says that in no way does this break any laws, particularly since Davis isn't convicted yet. There's also been reporting that defense attorney Carl Arnold was receiving offers for a film crew to follow him as he works on Davis's case. He even allegedly called the killing of Shakur a legacy legal case. And that brings us back to that Nevada courtroom.
Because, man, they talking about they don't want to let Keefe D out of jail so he doesn't profit from Tupac's crime. He wrote a book about how he killed Tupac. Y'all didn't take him to jail then. On top of that, he's been doing podcasts about how he killed Tupac, or he sent his alleged nephew to kill Tupac. Y'all didn't take that man to jail. Why in 2024, y'all have this idea that, hey, wait a minute, we found some new information that Greg Kading said that it's possible. Only thing Greg Kading had was a conspiracy theory. Greg Kading was nowhere near that crime scene that happened with Tupac and Keefe D. You see what I'm saying? It's just all bad for him, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel bad for Keefe D personally, because I know exactly how this game go, man. You see what I'm saying? When you in this, man, you in it for life. No matter you 61 years old, man. If you get caught up on one of them old missions that you got away with, nigga, you stand up, you go sit down, man. It's all right. You go over there and play them little spades with them old crackheads over there. You know what I'm saying? Tell them young niggas, man, that little young nigga got a knockout, man. Stay away from that nigga over there, boy. You know, and he like, man, this bullshit, man. I got a big old house in Henderson, man. You know, I got my wife with her little big round brown thing. I like to wiggle on this stuff, man. You know, I was living good. You know, I left the gangbang shit alone. That was some foolish shit, man. You know, I'm an old man now, man. You know, I beat cancer twice. You know, I'm from Compton, though, man. None of that matter. You understand what I'm saying? It is bad. And to see this, man, like this, it's crazy, because it's like, man, how far you want to go until you realize it's too late to get on the right track. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people go that long route, chasing that fast cash, blowing it, spending it, getting it, and then when they get older, they don't got nothing to show for it. You know what I'm saying? But some memories in. You better ask little Tommy Early and Cadillac Bob and Macaroni Tony and them. I had that, man. Shoot. Had about 3-4 cars, 2 houses, 1 apartment for my side chick that lived in Miami. You know, I did that, man. I did that. Compton. You know, just the recollection of how a gangster will brag about something that they no longer have. I always told myself, man, you know, you only good as your next bag. You know what I'm saying? Nobody care what you had. They only care what you got right now. You know, right now, Keefe D needs financial assistance. He is struggling to get up out of jail, homie. You see what I'm saying? Over him running his mouth. Keefe D put himself in this situation. Ain't no doubt about it, man. You know, it goes to show you, man, there's no reward in being a gangster. You know what I'm saying? There's no real trophies but scars. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay for that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you made money off of writing that book and all that. Hey, Grand Reaper coming to collect that debt. Who is it? It's the Grand Reaper. What you want? Man, I'm coming to collect my debt. Oh, no, go on with that. I got... All right, you know what I'm saying? It get bad for them, man. A lot of these dudes, they don't realize, you know, that it's always an end in everything you do in life. And just make sure, you know, you doing what you want to do in the end, and make sure you cover your tracks, man. You know, dot your I's and cross your T's when you playing this game in the field, because if not, you're going to be a victim just like this dude. Let's go.